I fixed my embarrassing KDP book with AI, and guys, it was so bad. Wow, that is so much better. It literally did everything, the cover, the pages. It even improved my design. That's amazing. How did this ever sell on Amazon? We all have things in our past that we're embarrassed by. Mine just so happens to be a cat butt coloring book that I published on KDP back in 2018. Wow, what was I even thinking? I think this was part of the reason why I established my KDP starter kit for beginners that were like me. The crazy part is this book actually has a few decent reviews, not all 1 stars, by real people. But every time I open my KDP dashboard, this cover is staring at me like a bad tattoo. Oh, no. So today I'm going to give myself an hour to try to fix this disaster using AI. No overthinking, no excuses, I just need a little redemption. And I decided to document this, so if you're a beginner like I was in 2018, this will save you some time, reduce costs, and hopefully save you some embarrassment. Okay, so let's see what we're working with here. Oh no, oh no, it's so bad. Oh no, it's so bad. Oh no, worse than I thought. It's funny how the memory forgets certain traumatic events. The line quality is so wobbly, it's really simple. It's almost like a kid did it, or I did it with my left hand while sneezing or sleeping. And this one, I don't even know what's happening here. Okay, let me take stock of what I need to fix. 20-ish interior pages, a cover that is completely lacking and it looks like it was done in Microsoft Paint. Definitely improve my product description and definitely improve my keywords. The thing is I just don't have a ton of time to work on this. I'm gonna give myself 1 hour to fix this. If it doesn't get fixed, I live with the shame. Okay, so for the first step, I'm gonna get all of my digital images organized and get ready to start using AI to fix them up. I'm just gonna create a folder and throw all my original images in there. Something I learned from the past is I'm gonna make sure all my files have the right names so that I don't get confused when I'm deep in the work. Okay, so here's where AI is gonna become your best friend. Today, I'm gonna be using ChatGPT to improve or create new designs. But the key with ChatGPT and other AI tools is having the right prompt. And today I have 2 prompts that I wanna try. So a prompt to fix my current designs, I'm gonna try keep images exactly as is, but make the lines smoother and higher quality. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna try a brand new prompt. It's gonna be create a professional black and white line illustration for an adult coloring book. The image should feature a single cat viewed from behind doing a mischievous act. And this is where you can change out the act, like knocking over a potted plant. Use clean black lines with no shading or color. The style should be crisp and minimal, suitable for high quality adult coloring book with a white background. Do not include any designer patterns or textures on the cat. Only show 1 cat per page in a simple centered composition. So let's plug both of those prompts in now. So after you put in your prompt, you're gonna find one of the pages so you can upload it. After you have the prompt in ChatGPT and you put that you wanted it to be an image, you will select the design that you want to redo. So we'll start with this one. The cat is on what is supposed to be a litter box. So let's see what it looks like. So this is the prompt to see if we can repair the designs that I already have. This is going to take a little bit of time. So I'm going to go back into Photoshop and export the rest of the pages. Okay, so we have like 20 of them. Let's go back into ChatGPT and see what it looks like. It looks okay. It looks pretty similar to the first one. So let's try our second prompt. Ooh, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Ooh, okay. New prompt, 10 out of 10 with AI. Okay, so this is the difference between 2018 Shannon and 2025 Shannon using AI. This is perfect. So the first thing we'll do is download this and then we'll change the prompt to recreate all of the mischievousness the cat gets into that we had in our pages. So copy and paste. So this one is knocking over a potted plant. How about being on the toilet and tearing up toilet paper? While that loads, we'll start our next prompt because we have about 20 pages to do. Okay, so it came back and it looks really good, but the butt isn't facing out, and that's the whole point of the cat butt coloring book. So redo. Part of this might be my fault. Once you enter in a prompt that's really detailed, you don't always need to keep that detailed prompt going if you get a design that you like. So we're gonna keep using the detailed prompt until it stops spitting out things that we want. And while ChatGPT is loading up more images, I'm gonna go over to Canva and start getting all of my pages set. We're gonna have about 20 something pages. So I'm gonna create 20 different pages here. You can click the plus, you can select some and then click duplicate. That brings us to about 20 there. So let me just do a few extra so we don't get slowed down. We'll do about 27 and start there. Once it's in Canva, you'll increase the size and make sure that it doesn't look pixelated at all. You'll want to make sure it's centered. You can do that by dragging it, and you'll see two solid lines. Once you have one vertical and one horizontal and they meet in the middle, that's how you know it's centered. So far we have two excellent pages. So we'll pop back over to ChatGPT and see what's going on. It's not a perfect image, but it's not wobbly lines, so I'll take it. And then we'll just keep going. Again, drag it into Canva and increase the size and make sure it's centered in the page. What was I thinking in 2018 that I wanted to do a cat butt? I think because I had a cat at the time and she was always putting her butt in my face, and I always thought that was really gross, especially hearing her in the litter box. So RIP Ella, but I love that she gave me some inspiration for one of my first KDP books. I have to say this prompt is working perfectly, so if you want a copy of the prompt, let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to post it down there. Again, we have an hour, so I'm trying to speed through these. I'm not looking for perfect, I'm just looking for less embarrassed. These are actually pretty great. As soon as I get one from ChatGPT. Oh, this is a little interesting. It's a little bit off color. I'm going to drag it into Canva. Do you see the color's a little different than the back? So you can click this BG remover to make sure there's no color. You want it to match up to the rest of the book as much as possible. Do you see how I pulled the dresser a little bit farther down? You want to make sure the bleed feature is still on so that anything that gets close to the page will still print. Look through the book to make sure we're getting all of the images that I want to capture. So we have bird. Cats are so bad at catching beautiful birds. We have the blinds. I don't know if anyone has a cat and it's done that to the blinds. It's so frustrating. Blinds aren't cheap. So let's leave this open so I can turn the pages and do this quickly. Tearing up furniture. Yes, they do. Let's download that and keep going. Some of the features I'm using in Canva are pro features, but I really recommend if you're looking at getting in KDP or having a side hustle, Canva is an excellent tool that you'll use for just about everything. As you saw before, I was using Photoshop. It's a little bit harder to learn. It's also an excellent tool. I really like my Adobe tools, but Canva is just a little bit beginner friendly. I want this couch to go to the end of the page. There we go. This one with the coffee is so relatable. It's happened so many times with me. And then let's do the bird. Besides staring at a songbird, favorite place, or in a windowsill staring at a songbird. Hopefully in a window for the songbird's sake. I'm adding a little bit more detail so that there's more things that the purchaser can color. So like frames on a wall, giant ball of yarn. I have a couple that are patterns, but I'm going to save those for the end because I really like the flow of how it's creating these pages and I don't want to enter in a different type of design right now. Oh, I must have entered in the same prompt. I did. Oh my gosh. I mean, they're both really cute. One doesn't have a cat butt. So. All right, let me make sure this prompt isn't the same. Did I miss the word bird? Because I'm trying to go quickly. So we'll go back over to Canva and put in our new design. And also, if it decides that it doesn't want to put my cat butts in anymore, then I will just get a little circle over from the elements and put it in myself. Click on the 4 here and it shows me what my coloring book is going to look like so far, and it is awesome. This one looks like it did graffiti. It's kind of funny. So this one is good. Again, it's sitting on its little behind, so I got to change that. Redo and boxes. Cats, they love their boxes. Okay, this one's much better. So download that one and keep going with our prompts. Drag it into Canva, increase the size, center it, and move on to the next. You can even increase the size, make sure it's not pixelated, make sure it's a high quality graphic. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, the curtains. Let's see what this one looks like, and perfect. Let's download it. We'll keep going. We got an hour, folks. We got to do this quickly. Okay. Oh, in front of the TV. Cats always do that. Okay, I think that's going to be my last one. I don't know if that's going to be 20 or not, but it's going to be close enough. Let's see. Standing on the TV stand in front of the TV while someone is on the couch. The remote pointing to the TV. We'll go back over to Canva, move our new image in, increase the size, and center it. So we have 9 pages so far, 9 really great pages. I'm very happy with how this turned out. Okay, that ball of yarn looks very great. Cute cat, download, and press on. There we go, back into Canva. Add in our ball of yarn and our cat. Remove the background, it looks a little bit gray. Center and enlarge. Okay. So I think today the biggest obstacle was finding a prompt and waiting for ChatGPT to load. But other than that, I think this is a great alternative if you have an old design that you want to redo, or if you want to start something new on KDP and you need a little bit of help because you are not an illustrator. Again, if you want the prompt, let me know. If you are new to KDP and you need a little bit of help and you don't feel like starting from scratch like this, then I do have a starter kit that is on my website. The link is in the description down below. For the sake of your time, I'm going to speed this part up and jump to where we can start doing the cover. Okay, so we're done with the interior pages. I'm not going to worry about the patterns for the sake of time. So now we're going to skip over to our cover because, wow, I broke every single rule of book covers out there. It's too simple. It has wiggly lines. It's way too simple. So let's redo it and see if AI can improve it. If not, we'll go over to Canva and we'll do it ourselves. When you're in Canva and you're doing the book cover, you're going to do the front and the back at the same time. You can even choose to do the spine. But what you see here is the template that you can download off of Amazon KDP. And this is great because it shows you the red bleed line, it shows you the margins, it shows you where the barcode goes. Now, in order to get this template, you have to know how many pages you're going to have inside your book. This one is suited for 100 pages, so it's going to be a little off when we do our preview, but it gives you an idea of where things should land on the page. Also, if you're in Canva, you can go over to design and you can look for book covers here. And you can choose one of these templates to help you get started. And we'll choose one of these just in case AI decides to fail us. On the back of your book cover, you're going to want to add some of these pages so people can get an idea of what the inside of your book looks like. So you just grab a couple of these pages, put them on the back here. Do some cute ones so that people can see. Make sure they kind of line up if that's the aesthetic you're going for. I like to do a few different interior pages. They're all aligned and they're all the same size. You can add some text that says look inside or a look inside. If it's a series and you have more to your brand, you can add some text right underneath these images. And on the front, you're just going to do butt coloring. For this, you can even do mischievous cat butt coloring. Our cat is a little mischievous. I'll take out some of these boat images here. I would add 4 adults. You can add one of your cat images, remove the background. And if you wanted to color it in, crayon, just color it a little bit. Or you can go back into ChatGPT, upload your image and create a new prompt. Color in this image as if someone used a coloring pencil. And then we can take that over to Canva to redo the cover because what we got here doesn't look great. Let's see, coloring book background. Let's see what we get here. Pattern, just do background pattern. Sometimes you get a nice gradient here that you can just drag over. If it's too far in the front and you can't see everything, send it to back. Make sure it lines up. If you have to change your font so that it pops, you can do that too. Cute, love it, it's perfect. So we'll go back over to our cover and we'll put our new cover image in, remove the background, center it, and over here on the back, if you wanted to do a little bit of a write-up, you can go back over to ChatGPT, give me a write-up for my cat butt coloring book that has a mischievous cat for the back cover about this book. Get ready to laugh, color, and embrace the sassiest side of feline life. The Cat Butt Coloring Book is a hilarious celebration of cats doing what they do best, ignoring your rules, making a mess, and showing off their behinds with unapologetic pride. Facts. Inside, you'll find pages of mischievous cats, caught an axe, knocking over coffee, scratching a couch, tearing up curtains, flaunting that trademark catitude from every angle. Make sure that you can put catitude in there. I know there's some words that are trademarked. Each page is clean, bold, and designed for relaxing coloring sessions filled with laughter, and yep, that's my cat moments. Whether you're a cat lover, a coloring enthusiast, or just someone who appreciates the absurdity of life with felines, this book delivers endless amusement, one tail raise at a time. Love it. So we'll take this, bring it over to our cover, make sure it's all selected, and we'll format it. And if you notice that you can't read it, but because of the color you chose as your background, then you can either choose to do it inside a box, or you can change the color of your background. You can even click on it and flip it so that it's a little bit of a different shade at the bottom. Move the look inside up, select these and move these up. So we have a little bit more room to make this a little bit bigger down here. The barcode is going to be right here in the corner, so you're going to want to leave some space there for that. You're going to want to center this on the page. Again, the center of the page is going to be here, especially in Canva. So when you're doing front and back cover for KDP, instead of looking for the solid line, you're going to look for the dotted line, the one with dashes. Then if you want to see what it looks like up close, you can zoom in a little bit, but I think it's pretty cute. Okay, I'm not going to overthink it. I just wanted to add some different designs there so that you can get an idea of what a good coloring book would look like. And then you will export it, PDF for print. And this is a file download. Select your current page, PDF for print, and download. You will go back over to your interior pages, download, go to PDF for print, all of them, best for printing, and download. And then you will go over to Amazon KDP. And then when that's done, you'll upload your cover, and see up here is where you'll choose your bleed, no bleed, matte, or glossy front. My book is glossy. You'll do 8.5 by 11. That's the standard size, in black and white interior. If you don't do black and white interior, it's going to cost you a little bit more to get this printed, which will reduce how much money you make off each sale. So now that we have our interior, we're going to upload that as well. Once the interior and the cover is uploaded, then you will see underneath it says AI generated content. We're going to have to put yes in there because we did use it, and then you will select launch preview. The covers is what makes people look, stop, and then buy. Wow, this is so much better. It lines up, it's all centered, no more squiggly lines. Professional work, cute, relatable, the back looks great. So then you would just click approve and finish your listing. Would you buy the left one? Probably not. But would you buy the right one? Maybe. That's the difference that good design makes. The reason why I'm updating my old listing instead of adding a new listing is because I still have some reviews, and they're not all 1-star or even bad reviews. So I don't want to lose those reviews because it's very hard to get new ones. I will add in the description that this is a new edition so that people know they're getting a revised new book. And then I will even go back in and redo the A+ content so they can see even more interior pages. Be sure to always, always, always preview your book, look through the pages, and make sure everything is aligned the way that you want it to be. After you approve it, you set your pricing, you redo your listing, do your keywords, boom, you're live. So if you have an old KDP book just sitting there getting no sales, run it through AI, brainstorm with AI, and republish it. But if you're too scared to start with KDP, check out my KDP starter kit or use AI to help you get started. The first few will be practice, as you can see from my first few. We all create things that are a little bit embarrassing first. It's part of the practice, and it's a part of the process. The beautiful thing about digital products is that you can always fix them. Don't let these embarrassing first few steps stop you from making money or publishing your first book. Fix them, update them, and then move forward. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching.